On the last weekend in May I went to a couple of car boot sales, and these are the tools that I managed to pick up during those two visits. Nice pair of reasonable Taylor shears. Needed a little bit of a clean up, and I've run a file along the two blade edges and it's now reasonably sharp. I don't know if you can see that, but it is marked Sheing, so Sheffield, England. Those are quite nice. I picked up this shoe last from a house clearance stall. It was late in the day, and so they got to everything for £1 rather than everything for nothing. So I picked that up for £1. I also picked up these blocks, but I had to pay £1 each for them. This one, nice short V block. It's had a wire wheel on a couple of the faces. A couple of them still need attention. This one's got its clamping device on it, and this is just a block, it's not a 321 block or anything, but it's had a wire wheel on that face. It's quite nice with a machine screw in either end. I don't know, it'll be useful for something, even if just knocking against. So £1. These two Stanley Magnum screwdrivers were 50p each. Quite grubby, but they should clean up nicely. And the person that sold me those also sold me this micrometer, which was featured in a cleanup video. This was a lot rustier than it is now, and this was 50p as well. The same video where I cleaned up the micrometer, also cleaned up this little King Dick 3-inch bicycle spanner, marked Abingdon. I think it's one of the older versions. This was 20p. I picked up this interesting Stanley Magnum screwdriver. It's a bit of a Franken driver. I think somebody has inserted a blade into a Magnum handle, or put a Magnum handle on a blade. Anyway, you won't normally see this nice solid square blade in one of these handles. So that was unusual, so I picked that up. That was £1. I think the same seller had this one for sale. Can't see any markings on it, but it's good plastic handled, plastic ended hammer. That was £2. Picked up this little wrecking bar. I think that was £1. These two little Stanley Magnum screwdrivers were both rusty on the shafts, but they've just been on the belt sander, clean them up. 0 points, one's a Posi and one's a Phillips. That was 2 for 50p. This one is a hex end, very small, 1.5mm fast tracks. They seem to do a range of these type of screwdriver style of hex wrenches. This very thin handled Phillips number 0 screwdriver. This one reminded me a little bit of the golf ball style handles that we've been seeing a lot of recently. Another Stanley Magnum red with a Phillips head. This was quite interesting. It's a long screw starter by Proto. I'm not sure if you can see just here. Proto, I think it's 9855 USA. It's got a flat head. You twist it and the centre part retracts, then you let go and it untwists and the centre part will wedge in your screw slot, holding it tight. Ready to start it. Picked up this wooden handled screwdriver, 4 inches long, nice and small. It's had a clean up on the blade, but the ferrule needs a bit more work. And I also picked up my first grease gun, made in Switzerland, so quite an unusual origin for a hand tool. I hope it'll work. There's nothing coming out because it's not got much grease in it at the moment. I also picked up one other mammoth item which I'll show you in the separate pictures. Thanks very much for watching and see you next time. This is the Bridges belt sander that I picked up for £5, made in the UK. Very heavy duty, very heavy. It takes a 26-inch long sanding belt, so if anybody knows where you can get these odd sizes of sanding belts, I'd be grateful to hear from you. And it's got a chain driven drive wheel there, so very tough. Very pleased with this one. Looking forward to cleaning it up. Thanks very much for watching. See you next time.